a small Midwestern town, Dubuque, Iowa. Sleepy, peaceful. Hollywood has come to town, and with it, Sylvester Stallone. This man, a total unknown, with one script, one character, one movie, Rocky, cracked open a career that instantly made him Hollywood's hottest property. What next? F.I.S.T.
Did a bunch of letters like any other union? It says F.I.S.T, and that's what we are. Every guy in here, a F.I.S.T, one F.I.S.T.
Before Rocky, Stallone was one of the thousands of small-time actors who all hoped for that proverbial big break.
The career kind of went to a standstill when I solely depended upon other people to provide scripts I could act in. But I started realizing, hey, no one is providing the kind of thing I want to do. So why don't I just try it? I can't do anything worse than fail. There's nothing wrong with failure. At least you made the attempt.
He made his own break. He wrote a script with the lead role carefully designed for himself.
The script was completed very quickly. The first one wasn't what people saw on the screen. It was kind of rude and crude, but there was a heartbeat on the script. I could feel heat. Boom, 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 boom. It was alive. I knew it was good.
He decided that either he would star in his own script or he would refuse to sell it. An all-or-nothing gamble.
I do believe in cosmic collisions, that when all the forces come together, and I just think that was one of those rare moments when everything came together in one neat little package.
What do you think about when the 15th round you're coming out? Adrian!
Rocky!
Adrian!
Rocky!
Hey, where's your hat?
I love you!
I love you.
I love you!
A 1,000,000-to-1 shot. Rocky's dream came true, and so did Stallone's. Two underdogs who made it. Suddenly, stardom, money, fame, adulation.
Kid, aren't you a little old for me? Huh? You ready?
America is in love with Sylvester Stallone and eagerly waits for his next movie with award-winning filmmaker Norman Jewison.
I got involved with Stallone playing the lead in the film. The part is Johnny Kovac, who was a union organizer for the Federation of Interstate Truckers, which is the title of our film, F.I.S.T. I got involved with him after I saw Rocky in a private screening. And I was carried away with the film, which I thought he gave a brilliant, sensitive performance in. And I thought that he had the kind of passion that Johnny Kovac, the central character, needed. So I sent him the script. Had a meeting with him. Called me the next day and said he wanted to do it.
Putting it to you in your own language, you're thinking about all those people up in the heights. You live down here in the flats. They're always taking the gravy. All right, so listen to them.
Hey, camera, Mark.
You join this union to make it strong. It'll make you strong. And I swear to you, as I'm standing here, that no company living up there in the heights is going to come down here and step all over your life. It's not going to happen. I promise you that.
It's my first film in 7 years in America. I left the United States in 1970, and since that time, Fiddler on the Roof, Jesus Christ Superstar, and Rollerball were all made in Europe, Israel, or wherever I was shooting.
When he hits him, after he hits him, he's got to go for him. You'd never hit anybody and leave him on the ground. You go and you start to drag him.
But for many, many years, I've been fascinated with the idea of doing a story on American labor. It's the only labor movement in the world is to the right.
We need more smoke.
When you get into stories like this, you get into that theme of power corrupting. I think that's a great theme for films. So that's really what this film is about. It's about the corruption of ideals and the corruption of a man.
Johnny Kovac. At a time when companies employed private armies to beat their workers into submission, he organized the Federation of Interstate Truckers.
What are you? What are you?
F.I.S.T. A union. soon to be the most powerful in the country.
What we're trying to recreate here is a riot about 1937 when Johnny Kovac, the character that I'm playing, decides that he can no longer take the abuse and the lack of humanity involved with this company over here, Consolidated, which is a trucking company. Every man out there wants recognition, and some people just don't have the ability to be recognized individually, so they want to be recognized as a union. And that's what this movie is all about: recognition, humanity, the ability to have some sense of pride.
Stallone is co-writer of F.I.S.T. He has taken to heart the emotions of the early union struggles.
Believe it or not, these riots were usually fought over something as insignificant as a 10-cent raise. I mean, you really don't realize the impact of the history that's trying to be documented here. When we charge down that street with those axe handles, you know what you're charging for is really your life. I would rather die, and that's what these guys did. We would rather die than go on like this.
A newsreel. A scene from F.I.S.T.
Away from his battles, Johnny Kovac tries romance.
What's the matter?
Got a headache
You got a headache from what?
from some slob standing on my doorstep insulting me.
Wait. Is your mother home?
Why?
Because if I can't go out with you, I'd like to go out with the original.
And forms another kind of union with Melinda Dillon, star of Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
We have, at times, 400 and 500 people as extras. All these people had to be hired here and recruited here. They had to be fitted. They're excited by being in a film. They're usually excited by the scene, and therefore they give a lot.
Can't fool you, can I?
Well, anyway, girls, this is the climax of our life, isn't it?
I'm supposed to stay around here. I'm trying for my wife.
They nailed boards to the camera, and then I had to hold on to it and twirl the camera around and round and dance the polka faster and faster and faster and faster, and stay on my mark and look at a little piece of tape and say like that was the man, and be as happy as I've ever been in my entire life because it's my wedding day.
I didn't know if I was going to really get a grasp on this character because I just got off playing the Ferdinand the Bull play. And this character, I just didn't know if I had it within me. Then I started going back on the moral outrages and the indignations that I have suffered through rejection in Hollywood, as a child, at school. And I just drew on that. And I found it very easy to ignite my volcanic temper.
The character that Stallone plays, Johnny Kovac, is complex. He's a long way from the character of Rocky. I mean, he's intelligent, he's confident, he's aggressive.
Johnny, what you need is real push. Real push is what I got.
He's a man of depth and passion, and he suffers. He's a man of causes.
I need it now.
Well, that'll cost you.
You sold out, Johnny.
Don't say that.
You sold out.
Don't say that.
We had something clean.
Clean? Why don't you go out there in the street and tell me what's clean? Look, Abe, there ain't nothing clean. You know that. I keep telling you, nothing is clean.
The story of F.I.S.T. spans 3 turbulent decades in the growth of the American labor movement and follows Kovac's dramatic climb out of the streets to a position of great power. Makeup alone is not enough. Stallone has to give the strength of years to every gesture.
All right. I'm not going to blue sky you guys.
I know what your profits were last year, and if I tell my men to go out, they're going to go out.
I guarantee that I'll get you the biggest pay hike in the history of this union.
8. The number is 8.
The real strength and idealism behind the inspiration, behind the original organization of the working classes seems to have somehow disappeared in the
We'll go 7.
boardrooms of American and corporation attorneys which the unions have hired to negotiate for them.
Price is too high, Mr. Kovac. So your profits.
Wait a minute, Bobby. I'd like to have another one, but it was good.
8. 7.5.
8.
Absolutely no way, Kovac. Okay, let's go.
Kovac is now grown to power, divided, corrupted.
Well, I was very curious to know how you always managed to get such surprisingly good contracts for your men.
You see? Well, I learned something a long time ago, sir. You can get anything you want in this country with a little bit of push.
Adversaries. Stallone, pitted against Steiger, the Senate investigator. The craft of acting at its best, making the sparks fly.
We can hold you in contempt, sir.
Well, you do whatever you want. I'm not talking. I'm not answering nothing anymore.
You're in contempt.
I'll do what you're done. I'll just everything get done. Oh, my bottle get done. Oh, my stomach get done. Get out of my way. What are we? What are we? What are we? What are we?
With this powerful performance as Johnny Kovac, the creator of Rocky proves that he can go the distance.